Hey YouTube, it's an YGO. So today we're going to be discussing Vanquish Soul. So this is one of my most favorite decks of all time. I've played it since it came out, and granted, it wasn't great when it came out. It wasn't really that meta reliant, but still an amazing deck. Really fun to play, and now it's meta relevant. So yeah, let's get into it. Let me know if you guys have any comments, questions, concerns, all that fun stuff. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and check out the merch on our page. We're dropping new merch. We will be releasing VS stuff soon. And yeah, hope you guys enjoy the content. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so first, we are going to be doing a deck profile, and then we're going to go through some combos. So real quick, we're playing the 3 Raisin. I'm not going to go too much into detail on the deck list. If you guys have questions, let me know. So 3 Raisin, pretty standard. 3 Xiaolong, also pretty. I think this is pretty standard. I'm pretty sure 3 Xiaolong is the standard. And then 3 of the Holy Su, or Holly Su, I guess technically now. Holly Su, right? Amazing card. I'm going to be using that a lot. And then the 1 Vanquish Soul Pantera. I don't know where to put this to get a nice little glare on it for you guys, but the 1 Pantera. The 3 Mad Love, which is now a starter, thankfully, right? So really awesome there. 3 Vanquish Soul Mad Love. 1 Caesar Valius. The 1 Caesar Valius, you don't really need to play more Earth, right? Since you're already playing the 3 Holy Su. The 2 Heavy Borger I found is more than enough. You do want to be searching it, but it also feels fine when you have it in hand to dodge targeting effects. So yeah, Heavy Borger really good. Prosperity, Rhoda, Tactics. These are kind of like our utility spells. Really good in the deck. It's okay if you're at 41 because these cards are very good and increase consistency. We are playing 3 Stake Your Soul. Unfortunately, obviously, this isn't a Vanquish Soul card, otherwise the deck would already have been great. But yeah, Stake Your Soul, still really good. Jeez, that is a mouthful to say. We are playing, so here's like the Vanquish Soul spells and traps. I thought this was interesting because these 2 are standard. I just wanted to say really quick. The Dust Devil, the reason why I'm playing the Dust Devil is because the deck I found does have a difficult time outing Detonator and some other like cards that are just generally kind of hard to get rid of and have multiple sources of interruption. So I found that like booking a Book of Moon that is searchable on a Detonator or a Murakumo is very solid and a good choice. So I tested the Reborn, and the Reborn's fine, but you'd rather, like, you already can recur resources relatively well, thanks to the Rock. So I think Dust Devil is a good change of pace for the deck that allows it to have another source of interruption. And then next up, 3 Droll, naturally. 3 Droll is a must in this format. 3 Infinite Impermanence. 2 Kirikar in the main. And 3 Ash Blossom and Joy Spring. Yeah, you guys may not like this, but it's okay. We do need fire attributes, and I know the Rescue Ace package is pretty popular with this, but I don't know. I like the 2 Curie in the main. I think it does help the deck go second, especially if you're trying to break boards by unaffected monsters. Cough, cough, Lunalate. And then to cover our dark attributes with our hand traps, we are going with Graveyard Hate because this deck does not cover inherently the graveyard well at all. So I think 3 DD Crow and then these 2 for 5 darks that are all graveyard interaction is great. So yeah, that's at 41. And let's get into the extra deck now. So extra deck is going to be your 3 Rock with the Vanquisher. That's pretty standard. Don't need to talk about that. He's your recursion, your extender. He's great. 1 Nightmare Phoenix, 1 Security Dragon. People don't play. This is kind of sauce, right? Like Nightmare Phoenix, whatever, but Security Dragon, because your rock points down, Security Dragon becomes co-linked. And when he's co-linked, you can target any card in the field and bounce it. So it's once per turn, and it's just a solid form of generic removal, I found. Like instead of going to SP and just banishing it, like some cards don't want to be banished, but most time, you could go SP, but you don't have any link ones besides the rock, and the rock can't be used as link material. So if the rock is imperm though, it's not a bad option to go in SP and use it. Speaking of Little Knight, there's our Little Knight. And then Gorgon of Xylophonia. Card's insane. Only deck that I've seen out it is Mitsu because of the level modulation, or the attack modulation, sorry. It's always going to be 100 attack higher unless there's another attack modulation card on the field. And, it's really just tricky to get rid of. It's going to test Yu-Gi-Oh! Players' reading skills for sure. The one access code, the one close reel to just out those Liger Dancers, right? The one Valen, the one Vanquish Soul Rocks, one Bagoosk, one Typhon, one Zeus, and then this is a super flex spot, but aggregator. No reason for that. I just have aggregator in there just because, I don't know, like if I decided to throw Ultimate Slayer back in, who knows? So, combo talk. So what I've been kind of just learning about with this new list, right, is that if you have a Ryzen plus a Fire, this is ideal, right? At least for the one attribute, right? If you have a Ryzen plus Fire, great, you're doing fine. Like you can do some combos still with this, right? So for example, we're gonna go ahead and normal summon Ryzen, Ryzen effect to search. You are going to want to add, oh, my Vanquish Souls are over here, your Xiaolong, the Fire, right? So you're gonna wanna add your Xiaolong, awesome. Then you want to use Ryzen's effect, reveal your Xiaolong to make it not be able to destroy by card effects for this turn. New chain, Xiaolong effect to summon. You're going to link your Ryzen away. So your Ryzen's going to be in your graveyard for your rock. Now that you have your rock up, you can go ahead and go rock effect to add your Ryzen from graveyard back to hand. And using this generic other Fire, I'm using your Ryzen as an example. You can go Xiaolong, reveal 2 fires, 2 search for any Vanquish Soul card. Keep in mind, where the heck did you go? And you can search for Mad Love if you like I said, a lot of this depends on what other attributes you have in hand. Like usually you're going to try to have another Fire already and a dark in hand, but a lot of times you'll have Holy Sue in hand because it's a 3 of, right? Or another Fire. So a lot of times you're going to have Fire Earth, so you're going to probably search a dark and you're going to be able to extend. But this is, again, this is just a Fire and a normal summon Ryzen, right? So here you're going to go ahead Holly Sue and you're going to go ahead and pass on this, okay? There's no reason to summon Holly Sue out right now. You could if you really wanted to. Don't have to. It's a little more flexible to not summon Holly Sue out right now. Just like in case they have board breakers, but yeah, so you're gonna go ahead and pass on this, and like draw phase, you're gonna go ahead and use Xiaolong if they don't have anything, if they use effect in draw phase, sorry, because you don't want this to get impermed, right, as like Chain Link 1. So you're gonna go ahead and just wait till they put a card in the field and then go Chain Link 2 Xiaolong, reveal your 2 Ryzens to search, and you're gonna search for your dark. Okay, so this is very important, right? You're going to search for Borger, okay? Borger is an extremely important dark. I'll tell you why. Because now your attribute check with Holly Sue is Dark and Fire. So Dark and Fire means you can E-Tele out a Vanquish Soul monster. It also means that you can pop with Ryzen in hand because you have Rock with a Vanquisher. So let's say, and the smart play would have been to put Xiaolong here, not here. So keep that in mind as well. But now that you have Xiaolong in this column, you can go rock effect to summon Ryzen. Ryzen specials himself out and searches on summon. So you can search your Caesar. You'll have a Caesar in hand. You can go quick effect, target these 2 to pop a column, and just kind of generate your plays that way. It's okay if Ryzen gets removed here because you do hypothetically have another one, and then you can special your Holy Sue out, reveal these 2, special another thing out. If this gets imperm, for example, you just have a lot of ways to get to the same sort of interaction, I guess. And this is kind of why the deck has changed a lot for me is because before it was just like, okay, I'm gonna sit with heavy Borger and Ryzen for follow-up in hand, maybe Xiaolong, and just maybe have the trap, maybe, right? And now the deck has become, if I have Holy Sue, I'm probably getting to the same form of interaction every single turn. So the consistency boost is really there. That's just with the fire, but let's go over what happens when you have Ryzen plus, let's just say, any fire. Let's just say it's an Ash, right? Let's go 2 attributes. So let's say, for example, you have a fire and a DD Crow, right? So this one's going to be a little more interesting, right? So you're going to go ahead and normal summon your Ryzen. Your Ryzen is going to search here. You can go ahead and search your Xiaolong, right? You're going to go ahead and reveal, right? To special, link off your Ryzen, go into Rock. Rock's going to add back your Ryzen. Xiaolong effect, reveal your 2 fires to search. And this is another neat part. So pay attention, right? We have a fire and a dark. So we are going to search for Holly Sue. Holly Sue is going to use its effect to special summon. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4th summon. And like, this is where you're kind of playing in a nib, but with 2 darks, specifically hand traps, it's fine, right? For the most part, you're not really too worried about it because you can still get the full combo at this point. And you can go Holy Sue, reveal your fire and dark to special summon Mad Love, and Mad Love will get you start. Now, this does play in a nib. Not a lot of people are playing nib because of the meta right now. So I don't think you really have to worry about it, especially if you're not under Pirellia. If they have it, they have it. You have 2 forms of interaction and follow-up next turn, so not the biggest deal. But yeah, so you're going to special summon Mad Love. Mad Love is going to be able to get you your start, right? And then you can just really start popping off, right? So then you can go, you can't really see it, so you can go start. You want to probably target, so what do you see right now? You see fire and dark in hand, so you want to add an earth, right? Probably going to add Caesar. And then, honestly, this is all you need to do, because then you can go end phase and set this. So, with 3 attributes, let's say you have these 2 plus Ryzen, right? Or rather, earth, dark, and like an ash. Just for example. So you go normal summon Ryzen effect. Nothing really is going to change about this. And like, I guess it changes a little bit if you have a Mad Love in hand, then your search is probably going to be Borger, most likely. So you can add Borger here. You're going to go ahead and link Ryzen off for your Rock. Your Rock will attempt to special summon from hand, boop. And you're going to search this guy out. And then start, target, search. You do want to search your Earth here, just a generically good card. And for the most part, where you want when you want Xiaolong out, in my personal opinion, you want Xiaolong out when you have already have good fire access. Like I already have 2 fires in my hand. Granted, I could have added another one here and added Xiaolong off that, but I wouldn't have been able to make. Or sorry, I would have already had access to this. But if I had a Xiaolong here, I think I'm just playing more into nib a little bit. So anyways, you add Caesar here, solid card. You're going to go Borger effect, target this. And then you have options, right? So you're at 1, 2, 3, 4 summons, and you can stay at 4 summons if you really want. And if you don't want to do Borger, you don't have to. You could get greedy here and try to draw in more hand traps. Or the other option is just leave these 2 on, right? And then you've got Earth, Fire, Dark. So instead of trying to stress on the opponent's turn and trying to like play into tactics or something, you could just sit on this hand and then just let your opponent do things, right? So there's that option as well. The other option I was talking about was if you bounce Mad Love here, you can then reveal your Dark, and you still have all 3 attributes to draw 1 card. And then you're going +2 by the time next turn, because you're going to use this effect to most likely draw another card, try to get another layer of interruption. And then during end phase, because you control 2 still, you're going to set your trap. So you are going to have trap access plus if you go this line, plus 5 cards in hand on their turn, plus a steal, and you're going to be able to add Rising back, of course, obviously, plus a steal, plus a most likely pop with Caesar Valius. So just really good later interruption, and it can play through a decent amount. So yeah, anyways, that's the combos I've been kind of messing with and figuring out as of late with the new support. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know, comment combo down in the comment section, and let me know if you want me to go over some other different combos or scenarios. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and catch you next time.